Imaria was born to the family of a Reali in the village of Ep. He was a very beautiful and active child when he was born, but one day, polio struck and disabled him. There was no prevention at that time. The mother took him to every doctor in Ebwin in the hope that one of them might be able to cure her son. After days of searching, it appeared that none of the doctors had the ability to rescue Imaria from the wrath of this disease. However, Imaria soon recovered, even though he now lacked the ability to walk. Until he contracted polio, Imaria had grown up and belonged with every other child in Ep. Now he was subjected to seclusion, as his parents were ashamed to send a disabled child to school with individuals deemed more able. In spite of the efforts of Imaria's friends to help him continue with his studies, his parents remained stubborn in their choice. However, Imaria soon took up farm work, which seemed to suit him. Each time Imaria went to the farm, he passed through the village, which meant passing through Anafua's house. Each time Anafua's wife saw Imaria, she would mock him because of his walking ability. She would look at him and say, "Will this boy ever find a wife to marry?" Initially, the little boy would laugh and draw his legs with the help of his cane. Gradually, the young man became conscious of the woman's statement and considered it to be an insult. When the woman repeated her taunts, he would cry and tell his mother. After each incident, his mother would tell him that if he achieved anything at all, then this woman would show him respect. Onafua and his wife had 3 daughters. One day, the most beautiful daughter fell ill. Just like Imaria's parents, Onafua's wife went to every doctor in the village. Yet again, no doctor could cure her. Her parents had lost hope that she would ever recover. One late evening, as Imaria was returning from the farm, he met an old woman carrying firewood. She was tired and weak, and as he approached her, the old woman's walking stick snapped. Imaria became sympathetic to the old woman and offered help. He gave the old woman his own walking stick and, in spite of his disability, helped her to carry her load. When they got to a junction, the old woman returned the stick and took the firewood. She thanked him and told him to touch her with the walking stick, which he did. The old woman then transformed into a very young girl. She told him to take the walking stick home and use it to assist people suffering from illness. She told him that if he touched a sick person with a walking stick, it would heal him. When Imaria got home, he found that his mother had fallen ill. Seizing the chance, he used a walking stick as he was instructed. Soon after, his mother became well. Word of Imaria's newly discovered magic passed through the village as his family began inviting sick people within the community to receive this strange treatment. Many came and left Imaria's home healed. However, when Onafua's wife heard the news, she was afraid to take her daughter there. Her husband fell ill too. Still, she refused. Her neighbors forced her to take her husband to Imaria. When his sickness became worse, she resisted, but eventually gave in to the pressure. As soon as they got there, Onafua was cured. At the sight of this wonder, Onafua's wife was persuaded to bring her daughter to Imaria in order to cure her. When she pleaded to Imaria for help, Imaria was adamant that he would only help on one condition. He would only heal this woman's daughter if she married him when she became well. The mother pleaded again, but Imaria ignored her. Onafua and his wife went home. Every time they saw their daughter suffer, they were filled with sadness. One day, they decided that it was better for their daughter to marry Imaria than to remain in her pains. So they took her there and Imaria worked his magic. The daughter became well, and the wishes of her family and Imaria were fulfilled. Because of his new and immense wealth that accumulated due to his gift, Imaria planned a wedding for himself and his bride-to-be. The events of the wedding brought one final gift. Watching their daughter dance, Onafua and his wife became regretful. Their daughter was well, but what about him? The effects of his disease were still present. Imaria was aware of this too. He knew what to do. He tapped his right leg with the walking stick, and sure enough, he was able to stand fully. The family then forgot about their sorrows and began to dance in happiness. Imaria and his wife were safe, and everything was going to be okay.